Welcome back to Workers and Resources. I think I have to fix this area, this stream. This was a huge oversight by me. It shouldn't be too difficult to fix, but it also means that the tunnel becomes obsolete. All we have to do is take out this road from here, move it up there, and then just elongate the access roads all the way. So this tunnel setup wasn't necessary, let's put it like that. On the plus side, we can make a footpath leading through this area, so we won't put any new parking lots here. But yeah, I think this is what I will do. If the game lets me hook it up cleanly, it doesn't look like. Well then, we're going to force you to let me do that, like so. And on the upper end, we have to connect into here as well. So yeah, these need to all be traveling in the same direction, and this shouldn't be a thing anymore. We'll turn these into one-way roads. Get rid of most of the traffic from this area for now. Yeah, the tunnel is not necessary. Oh well. Maybe it'll be useful for something at some point, but probably not because I'm going to delete it. Alright, so this access road is also obsolete. Definitely have to prevent people from driving out of here that way. Alright. That should do that. Okay. So now we have... Well, this is supposed to be the exit road. Wait a minute. This is the entrance road, so this is the exit road, this is the exit road, and this is the exit road. So this one will have to be disconnected. And then merge together here on a road that merges correctly. No space in between, please. We need to hook it up for now, so people can still drive through here as I get this whole setup fixed. Okay, so this is the exit. The tunnel is obsolete. And the exit needs to be hooked up into this road connection pretty much. Once this road has been built, we can remove the tunnel. And once the tunnel is removed, I can hook up this exit correctly. They can still drive through here until then. Need to hook up all of these smaller roads. And we need to fix this. This was somewhat of an oversight, but should still be okay. What the hell happened here? Wait, what the? This whole road is a mess. I need to fix this whole road. Somehow this is not properly aligned. So we are going to make it properly aligned because that is what we do. and the footpath. That probably explains why the footpath is all janky and the roads didn't snap properly. Oof, that is a thing. Alright, let's see. Almost. Still looks jank. Well, the main thing is that this road should be straight. This is not that important because that road will be removed. Alright, I'll let them figure things out for a bit. Build up the new road connections at the upper end. And I guess we can already remove that one. That'll do. And the tunnel can also be removed. No, not quite. We need this road first. Let's tell them to build this rather quickly. Alright. The improvement in traffic should hopefully bring a bunch more workers to where they need to go, but yeah, first we need to finish this road. Let's give them access here directly if they want to go there for the time that we are performing construction in this area to speed things up a little bit. Oil loading area is still performing as expected. And yeah, I think we're now repaying our loan steadily, easily, and having quite a bit of extra money left. No more importing of steel will help a lot. Plus at some point we can do another export to get another million or two rubles if we want. Okay, please finish that road quickly. People are struggling. Thankfully all the resources are very close nearby. You barely waited like a few minutes. Stop complaining. I'm still loading. Let me write down another suggestion that I want to make. What about if we could if we could make a traffic jam warning based on the amount of vehicles that are in a line. So I could set this route to, if more than 4 vehicles are in a line in this line are in a jam, then give me a warning. Otherwise don't care, because I expect there to be traffic. Maybe that could be a useful suggestion. Or just disable the messages in general for a line. For distribution offices, for general services, it still makes sense to get those, I guess. But if I set up a line where there are dedicated parking lots, then I guess I don't need a traffic warning. And in regards to high throughput parking lots, maybe these ones up here should also be turned into those? I don't like the idea of having high throughput parking lots on the roundabout though. Yeah, maybe those do make sense. Not sure where I will put them right now, unless I freed up some space. Don't want to take down this parking lot, I still like the look of that, but could probably make that work. This area is still a mess. Well, vehicles are running out of fuel now. There you go, exit road. Can't get road connections on these, unfortunately. Well, once this road is done and this one will take down the tunnel and fix this road connection up. I think once all of the T-junctions are removed and we have the merging lane at the top, this should be resolved, I hope. And maybe then more people can go to the steel mill. Would be appreciated if they could. Yeah, the parking lot had a slight design flaw. Just a very small one. Alright, halfway there. I'll already turn this into a one-way road for now, so they have to leave through that way, which is hopefully going to clean up the tunnel. we go. Road connection established. The proper road connection for the exit. And now we just wait for the tunnel to clear, and then it'll be demolished because it has served its purpose of teaching us something. Last car, and there we go, tunnel's gone. Exit road up here to there. So the entrance road must stop and not go into the exit road. Need to upgrade these road connections. That one will be annoying because it will prevent all vehicles from leaving for the time being. So hopefully we can get that done quickly. This one similarly also needs to be done rather quick. And let's turn this into a one-way road segment for now, so they don't drive to the left here, trying to turn to the left, which is ridiculous. We should be able to fix that up slowly. Hopefully traffic will be better for it. Some vehicles will now get stuck because I basically disconnected their access, but it'll be restored shortly. We'll just wait. Much better. Well, the money's holding strong. So even with the loan being repaid, we're not losing any money right now. At 1.25 million rubles per month. It's 3 years to pay back everything. But yeah, the interest rate is still decreasing, 7.4 now. Alright, that will be resolved soon. We're having vehicles stuck in the gas station now because they can't get back to their parking lots because of this road. The only access here is coming in through this road because they can't drive around here yet until that one gets built. They can't go back here because they turned those into one-way roads to get rid of the traffic issues. So as soon as one of those finishes, then they'll be able to drive again. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Decent amount of steel already available. Once the parking lot is fixed, we might be able to put down more housing. Like up here. If the pollution isn't problematic, then the whole area around the commercial district could become housing. And there's almost no pollution here. So we'll put some housing blocks in this location. Footpath access to the commercial district. Could also put some more here, I guess, but I do want them to be in walking distance of the existing parking lots. This whole area should become usable. And this is to be expanded as well. There was a plan to have parking lots over here too, though I don't think it would look as well or fit there. We'll see. Okay, upper bypass almost completed. Just need to roll it out. Upgrading this section will disconnect all of these, so I will probably temporarily open that road for the time being. So we can also upgrade that one. We'll also need to upgrade this one, but I don't want to upgrade all three of them at the same time. I guess I could make this a connection for now. Then it should be fine. So people can still enter from this area to reach all of the locations. For the time being, we'll get all of these roads built. Okay, that used up some money. It's all still green, so the loan repayments were not covered by exports yet. I still have the ability to export some steel. I should probably automate that so I don't forget and we don't overproduce. All I need is one stake car, one car to just allow it to pick up however much steel it wants and export it. One of the open wagons exporting 80 tons of steel per delivery. Sounds okay. We'll get our train to pick it up and deliver it to the fluid distribution office, because that one doesn't usually handle those materials. And I think I'm going to export the steel to the west. I think on the eastern side we are fine. But yeah, we'll set something that we don't have yet, because otherwise they might drive all of the materials to the west now. Once the car is there, we can select steel and then add the source for steel. If there's still room here. I hope so. It doesn't tell you that easily. Unless I just send it somewhere else. What's your job? Oh, you were an additional fluid train that we paused, right? Sure, go back on the network. Where did I send the train now? Now we have 31 wagons. Okay, it made the delivery. The open wagon is present. So we can say steel to export is fine. And steel source is all steel mill, but only anything above 50%. So yes, it will run one export right now because I had to. I guess it didn't start yet, but yeah, it didn't start driving yet. So it should only start driving if we have a real high amount of steel and not any time earlier. That looks better. Still need to finish a few roads, then we can remove the road going sideways here. I'll turn this back into the correct direction, since they can drive left or right and then leave up here. So that should minimize the points of where we could have traffic. All of these exits, and then the junction points where the roads come up here. This one will be a connection. And the exit, of course. Yep, I think that should work. I think once the roads are complete, we can clean up the rest, put in the footpaths, and the parking lot will probably be fine. Okay, looks like all of these are completed. This one is necessary if we had cars here, which we don't yet. So we can disconnect these and these. Hopefully that'll work now. Remove the extra snapping points. Set up the one-way roads again. Disconnect the extra roads from up here. Allow the traffic that gets stuck because of what I just did to leave this area. Make sure there's no more cars trying to do the same thing. Still have road connections missing up here. Okay, that looks better again. About the same amount of volume of traffic, but no traffic jams. Snapping point isn't centered, or it can't be centered anymore, unfortunately. But that's just some minor jank, which is fine. I will probably redo this one to also allow people from over here to access these parking lots. Much better. Now it's flowing correctly again. Okay, very nice. Definitely need more cars to fill the parking lot. Need to wait for the footpaths to come back into place, so all of the existing vehicles can be used again. Oh no, what's going on with these roads again? They don't seem to be snapping correctly. Yeah, they're off-center. Maybe it's because of the one-way road. Nope. That didn't change anything. Okay, now our construction vehicles are stuck because they don't have a way to exit, so we'll put those in place for the time being. Twisted correctly, right? Yeah, should be. Shouldn't you be able to leave? Oh, I guess this road isn't constructed yet. Then I guess we'll open up this one. Guess we can just prevent personal cars from leaving and leave this open as access. Stop trying to leave here. There we go. Okay, so construction roads will remain open. They will remain one-way roads here. Well, not one-way roads, but one-lane roads in either direction, which should keep traffic nice and tidy. And then the construction vehicles can leave out of here without issue. And we can theoretically get rid of these dirt roads. Okay, we can't get rid of the dirt roads because now a lot of vehicles are here, stuck, trying to leave. Put the dirt road back in place, I guess, for the time being. Man, these 15 worker facilities with parking lots are really convenient to manage. No routes, no buses, no nothing. Just take your car and go there whenever you want. Steel mill, of course, would be perfect with a train station. Oh yeah, for you to construct this, I probably need to enable some workers here again. Otherwise you won't be doing anything. Almost forget that. Oh, did I send you to the depot to replace your train? That was probably what I wanted to do, but I didn't have the money. That makes sense. So back to the depot. Maybe this time I won't forget. Where did the other train go anyway? The one that was supposed to just pick up... Oh, that's you. Yeah. You go back. I didn't give it the order to, as a last stop, go back to the depot, so it was just continuously trying to pick up new cars instead of waiting in the train depot. But yeah, any good we now produce that goes on a flatbed car, we can just send for export. Unless we produce a lot of it, then we might need a second one, but shouldn't be necessary. There's the old train car. We'll just swap the train out and leave the other one to pick up wagons if we get any. Won't buy a new one right now. Huh, I thought I sent you back. Are all of these old trains? No, just... Oh, no, just 2 of them. Okay, I need to buy 1 more. You're modern. Guess then we'll modernize both of them. And we'll sell you, sure. You didn't get the updated schedule from me just dragging the cars over, so let me get the other train and copy the schedule over to you so you don't do anything weird. And we'll send you to the depot to replace your train as well. The locomotive. after we have the money for it. Yeah, just take out a loan. Sure. Just going to replace the train, send it back out, and then let the oil refinery do its thing. So much ready for export. I probably need another loading facility. I built the wrong connections for that. It's a merging one, not a splitting one. But I guess I could pull it from this through another pump into the second tank. But it should evenly pump them into the storage tanks, I guess. No matter. Come on, I bought a train. Send train. There we go. So now we have way too many resources to export. These ones wouldn't be long enough. These ones would. Should be able to fit more trains on there. And yes, I will merge them into... We'll merge them in here somehow. That would be sufficient. As another loading facility, I would just need to redo the pipes, and then we could split them up between the loading facilities, I guess. I would probably change the route so all of the loading facilities are used instead of making multiple routes. And then hopefully over time it would balance itself out. Right now the trains don't get stuck at the loading facilities, but judging by the amount of stuff we have ready for export, it might be necessary to have more trains. So these merging pumps need to be splitter pumps. Or I draw it from these tanks into here. I would prefer to use splitter pumps. Doesn't matter. Can be above ground. Then we don't have to worry about the underground wire here. We'll get the pumps with the new tanks set up, and then we need to switch up the piping again once more. Connect these to these, this one to this one, and the tanks shouldn't be... Oh yeah, I guess I need separate storage tanks for this one as well. Unless I use... Wait a minute. No, I can use everything, I don't need this. I can just hook up the already existing tanks to the new unloading platform. It does have 2 connections, I don't need to do any of this. I just can say, this is fine. Yeah, that should be good enough. Don't need to overcomplicate it anymore. Nope. Don't like that. We'll switch them up. So this one connects to here, and this one connects to that one. Better. Alright, that should do it. So we still have the same amount of tank storage. We will have 2 loading platforms that we can assign. And then have a bunch more trains. We'll have to micromanage construction trains for now. Didn't put in any signals. Don't need any chain signals here because nothing is waiting, they're all just combining for the exit. And yeah, once they have finished construction, they'll need to be sent back manually. Meanwhile, maybe they already finished the construction of the oil loading platform and then they can build the train track after that as well. Unemployment too high. 150 workers without jobs. Huh. Okay. quite high amounts of unemployment. I mean, probably because everyone is stuck here with traffic. Right, let's turn this into... Oh, it doesn't need to be a one-way road, it already prevents access to the area. But yeah, people should not drive between these parking lots. This needs to be one-way roads, the road sign isn't good enough. I don't want people to drive back towards other parking lots. They should all just get here and then not really leave, but just take a parking lot and be done. We'll switch this road around so we can remove the dirt road. Get rid of this dirt road. Also need to get rid of these. There's constantly vehicles trying to leave here, so we might have to sell some that now get stuck, like you. I guess I don't have to... Yeah, I will sell you, whatever. So that was not too bad. Now it should be better traffic-wise. The high unemployment numbers show me that either I need to carry them via train to the refinery, or more cars to the steel mill. And probably it's more cars to the steel mill. There's a lot of people turning towards the dirt road here, which is also not how it's supposed to go. You'll have trouble getting out of that road. Let me help you. There you go. Traffic signs for the rescue. Okay, I think the construction trains are now stuck. So we'll give them a little bit of help. And then after this gets built, they can finish the rest of the construction, hopefully. Okay, there's now so much traffic on this parking lot that people can't get out here. And that's because they're merging into a double lane road and then back down into a single lane. So we'll try and see if keeping a single lane here is better. Hopefully they don't drive between parking lots, but if they do, we'll shut that down again. Okay, that one should not have turned in that way. Only exit, no entry. And we also need to slow down traffic, I think. Turn these into 30 speed zones. Doesn't matter on entrance because they just split up into all of the different roads, but this area here should all be relatively slow. So they have an easier time merging together on the intersections. And then they can speed up for the main road. There's still a lot of cars driving between parking lots for no reason. I don't want to turn all of these into one-way roads. You ran out of fuel? Because you can't leave that way because it's not an exit here. That one was removed quite a while ago. These might have to be turned into traffic signs. I don't think there's a way around that, so let's turn the exits into traffic lights. Provide them with electricity if we build any further. And hopefully that'll take care of cars not being able to leave. 2 and 3 can activate at the same time. 1 needs its own signal. Stop trying to leave that side. There's no exit. Stop it. Where are you? Oh, you're trying to drive between... Oh. You're driving between parking lots and then you can't find any fuel. So there's like footpath access into the commercial district from here. Where they are finding like places to work in. We can probably solve that by making a footpath connection over the road with a short bit of walking distance and then saying no pedestrians towards there, which should prevent any pedestrian from walking towards the town. They can still pass through here, along that way. So we'll also drop another one on this road. So they can walk into the parking lot, but not out of it. That's how it should be. One parking lot can reach. Because they can reach to this footpath and then across here. Wait, how can they get there? Oh, out of there, right. More road signs here. No footpath that way. Okay, that limits the distance. So now this shouldn't happen anymore. I hope. Vehicles getting stuck without fuel in the parking lot because they're driving back and forth to work in the commercial district. So from the building itself they can reach a lot, but no one from the parking lot should be able to walk into the commercial district. They can still work in some of these facilities and drive back and forth, but it should be minimal, like only the football fields really. So hopefully we don't run into the same problem again. I have an idea with these junctions. I'll turn this back into a regular junction, but I'll bunch up the vehicles on here. So I'll turn this into a traffic light with an interval of 20 that gathers all the vehicles together and then sends them out in one large chunk. Same thing would happen here once we have people using those parking lots. Construction train stuck because of course. Couldn't quite reach the end of the train line here, but the next construction task will finish the whole route. And then we can hook up the second loading facility, which should also be hooked up for unloading, now that I think about it. Thankfully the same thing applies, just connect them directly to these existing connections. That is the wrong one. That one is the one I want. Then we can also unload oil from that station. Yeah, I guess each tank allows 2 unloading stations to be connected, and each unloading station allows 2 tanks to be connected. So this will work fine. We'll definitely need it. I might have to set the other train that is currently only exporting oil to also importing oil to also export stuff again. This one. have too many resources. So we also must export. We're running full. We're running full on fuel. Yep, the refinery is almost completely full. Heating problem. Well, how about you go into the car if you're unemployed and get driven to the heating plant? How about that, huh? Wouldn't that be nice? It's always something. There, someone has arrived. Traffic jam. Oh. What's the issue with you? You can't get out of here. Those who enter can never leave. Should be able to leave now. Probably too many vehicles stuck in the same place. Call you all home, try again. Stop telling me about ambulances. It was cold because no one of you went to the heating plant. It's not my fault. Well, it kind of is, but I don't feel responsible. Just take a tram to the hospital. Alright. Looks like we have a gridlock in our refinery. So we do have too much oil now. Let's reduce the... well, first up, let's load less oil. 80%. And let's stop waiting until fully unloaded, so we can get the trains moving again. I guess I also have the issue that if the trains arrive here, they are full of oil and can't unload. So we did run full on oil. I guess we're gonna do something drastic. Sure. 450 tons of oil into the surrounding area. We need to do that twice again. Otherwise we can't unload everything. But hopefully with importing less oil, it'll be resolved. And that's only 30,000 per train load of 720 tons, so it's not wasting a lot of money. Better than throwing away the bitumen, etc. Okay, now we're loading something. Some fuel. Now the road construction works. We can leave. And yes, I'll assign more vehicles to the heating plant. Don't drive through the parking lots manually. I'll make them go there then. Get a bunch more vehicles. That looks better. Why didn't you fully load? Because I didn't tell you to wait until fully loaded. Okay, we'll also change. How do I balance that? I mean, it should be possible for you to load. Electricity is not an issue. Oh no, you don't. Out of meat. Only for a short moment. Never expected this delivery route to be too long. I need to move over the delivery tasks to this office. It's 10 tasks. How hard could it be? Okay. Emergency storage, only unload. Then we need our resource pickup. Which are load. Both of them. You are unload. And then shopping center, prison, the pub. We also have a supply of meat from the refrigerated storage. Water treatment because of chemicals. That's 8. Prison, pub. Oh right, all the way over here we have another pub and shopping center. Now that should be all of them. They will be closer to the source of the resources, so they don't have to drive there and then turn around. They immediately start next to the resources, can drive them to where they need to go, and then have a longer drive back after, which is better for supply lines. I believe. Just have to wait for the vehicles to get here. Need more trains. Maybe I need a train running dedicated exports so it always can fully load with materials. Maybe I need to split up the import and export trains onto the different loading platforms. I don't know. Feels like a waste if they only run one type of resource per route. But they take a long time to load. Why is citizens' happiness low? Pardoning. Is it heating again? Or is it still from the heating? Oh no, we have new people moving into a residential building. Got it. Unemployment dropped again, which is nice. I still have trouble leaving these areas. Mainly because there shouldn't be a way to leave this area here. Much faster on that side. Also, they slow down unnecessarily. Having trouble getting started, but at least things are moving. The cars have not arrived yet. Wow. I'm sure they'll get here eventually. I wanted to beef up the heating plant line, make sure that we don't run into the problem again, losing a few more workers. We need workers. Please build these pipes. Everything is in place. Maybe I should build a dedicated construction office for workers here as well, so everything is in range. Oh well. That shouldn't take very long, just a road crane, a few cars of people per pipe. And yeah, I'll extend this traffic route, so after you've went to the loading platform, you'll go back to the customs house. Loading 80% of oil, unloading everything completely, everything else. And then you cycle to the other loading platform. So you switch back between the loading platforms. Hello Nas Escobar, it's going okay. I had to fix a parking lot in Pardonin that I left in shambles pretty much on the end of last episode. And we're working on more oil unloading / loading. Hope you're doing fine too. How are you? Sounds good. I'll send you to the next unloading platform, where you will be stuck for now. But at least we can swap the trains over to the different platforms. Wait until the pipes are connected. There should be one more train. I'll also send you to the second one. Here's our construction crews. Yeah, might finish by the time the train gets here, the second one. There we go. Fuel and bitumen is available for export. Can't unload the oil quite yet, but that's almost there. Did we get our personal cars now? I would like to make sure that the heating is not an issue by just throwing 200% more vehicles at the problem. They are going to go on a route directly to the heating plant, making sure that we always have enough workers, because the parking lot itself is insufficient. The amount of workers in the steel mill is looking okay, back to 50. And with the parking lot situation resolved, we should be able to buy a bunch more cars and hopefully increase the amount here. Alright. It will take a while, but we'll get about 50 more cars or so delivered. Pipes are ready. And the workers are now arriving. So they should be able to unload their oil soon. Can't believe we still have problems with exporting, but we do have space for fuel now. I guess I could set the distribution office to export oil as well if we have more than 50%. First pipe done. Second pipe done. If I had separate oil import and export trains, then they could have their own loading facilities and they could still export while the oil trains wait to import, etc. and vice versa. I would need to set up the signals to be chain signals all the way through here though. To make sure that the loading trains do not interfere with each other. Then they'll keep this space free, and if one of the platform frees up, the other one can go. I think I'll try that one. I'll increase the amount of trains, but split up the task that they should be doing. So this one will probably be the export, and this is going to be the import trains. I'll switch you over. You're going to do import only, which is the existing platform, so you're not going to load any oil anymore. We'll still let you unload your current oil. And copy that over to this, so these two trains are now only doing export. After they've unloaded their current oil. And these ones will be set to only import. I guess you still have to export once. Copy the schedule over and edit the schedule from here. So you're unloading oil and loading oil, but fully loading oil. And then we have two separate trains now, one for importing, one for exporting, and we can adjust as necessary. We can also tell the import trains to wait until fully loaded for the export resources, so they don't drive out without being completely full, because we do have a little bit of a fuel issue where we have too much fuel. Okay, that should solve it. At least in the sense that now this parking platform will become much more useful. We can have like 5 trains per line, 2 in the platform itself and 3 waiting out here. And we shouldn't run into any issues. As long as they don't block the routes here. With the signals, I think that should work. They will wait here until one of their designated blocks is free. So they check this signal to see if that one's free, if that one's free. And finally, if the one that they're trying to go on is free. And then if it is, then they can leave the platform. If not, they'll have to wait. So you're an export train. It's the last time you should have oil, right? No more buying. So we also need to turn you off for unloading oil. But I guess I will rename this route to make sure it's easy to see. How did you still have oil? Load oil. That one shouldn't be... Oh yeah, you're buying oil. Import oil route. So you shouldn't have export ticked anymore. At some point we could tell the importing oil trains to also export, but I want to keep it separate for now. Because we had some issues with shared responsibilities. Now you are unloading too fast. Thankfully the oil refinery is not full. Where's the last export train? There we go. So no more unloading oil for you, just importing. Just exporting. No more oil-based stuff. And I guess I'll empty... Should have waited until you were done, I guess. Unload everything. I'll turn you back. Once you've sold everything, including the last bit of oil, then we'll buy another train. Those things are getting expensive. Okay, now I can turn off oil unloading again. Need to copy the line over again. First, let's get the oil wagons into the train depot, so you need to run. Where's our oil export train, the other one? There with this. Copy the schedule over. Now it's set up correctly. We still need one more train. That one cost $1 million. Oh well. They are getting expensive. Maybe I don't need the extra train, maybe 4 trains are enough if they're split up. But I like having a 4th train, I guess. Speaking of train... Looks like that got a bit problematic. The customs house is having a few issues dealing with what I'm telling it to do. Too much work. There's another customs house with a train station down here. That one shouldn't have one. It's just a road. I don't know. We'll probably send more trains to the west instead. It's a longer distance. But yes, I do need to repay my loan first. Alright, you need to run once more while I'll assemble the train. And it will be an export train. 2 more cars, tanker cars. And then we have 3 export trains and 2 import trains. And we'll see what starts lacking, etc. If we send too many trains to the customs house here, then the other ones are also going to have problems importing food, etc. for our citizens. Need to be a little bit careful with that. We're also exporting iron and coal ore. Don't have many trains for that, 2 each I think. But yeah, the customs house is pretty busy. Alright, let's go. You can go to the loading platform directly because you don't need to go to the customs house, there's nothing there. It's a lot of unemployed people here. 112. I wish I knew how many... Oh, there it is. 102 car owners. So 1/3 of the people in those buildings are car owners. Need to change that. I probably need my auto-clicker script again, buy a bunch of cars and send them here. Let me start the script so I don't break my index finger. Even those things are getting expensive. I wonder if in some customs house I have a lot of cars parked that didn't get sent out or something. They all get sent out of this one. But there don't seem to be any extra. Should be about the amount that I bought. I guess I am able to send a lot of workers from Pardonian into the oil refinery right now. I did remove the connection for people to walk from this tram stop to the train station, and that's causing a lot of unemployment. The new residential buildings can walk there directly and be picked up by the trains, but the people down here, not so much. Then again, our passenger trains are not really that large, so the workers that get there already are quite sufficient. Or something with 1 or 2 of our worker buildings next to the power plant. Ten people living here, all of them have vehicles. My guess is that those are now suffering significantly because of pollution. Yep. I just spent a ton of money time building out a tram network and not sure if I'm happy with it. Isn't that what's always happening in Workers and Resources? You try something, you build something, and then immediately after it's done you want to change it, but it's there and it's doing things and you can't change it without interrupting things. It's always how it goes. No turning back. Well, there is turning back, but it's not easy. Remember that with the next update, when they introduce destruction management, then you also have to clean up before you can rebuild. I had never used them, so learning the mechanics was worth it, I guess. Yeah, I agree. I used this game to learn the metro, and I already want to change things, like put them into the plan from the beginning rather than retrofit them into the area. Glad I noticed that when you flip. Well, I'm glad I learned, I guess, that when you flip these, the connections also change. So you can see on the left side you have an output on the top and an input on the bottom, but if you flip them, the input is now at the top and the output is at the bottom. So flipping that also flips the inputs. And I didn't expect that. So we had to tear that one up and rebuild it. I wonder if I should tear down the residential buildings from here. The people are not having a good time. Average lifespan, 47 years. Alright. We'll prevent people from moving into this building and move them out. And see if that still works, or if we get electricity issues. Why can't you move out? I don't know. With the improved traffic, the parking lots might work fine now. We'll sell all of the old cars. I mean, improved traffic, they can just drive here by metro and just be fine, so... But yeah, I guess if they want to drive here by car, they will have the option to do so now. If we allow the road access. Yep, we do. And then the buildings are there for an emergency, I guess. If something's wrong with the power plant or connection, we can move some people in there to take care of the power plant while we fix things up. Don't need a kindergarten for that. We'll leave the tennis court open, I guess. Now the exports are running very quickly. Import is still keeping up, so I guess that is an acceptable balance for us for the trains. Yeah, should be fine. In regards to the steel mill, 50 workers is pretty good. I mean, we're making loads of steel. We should be running an export. Fluid aggregate. Load steel, if more than 50%, and export to... Export where? Western Customs House. So I guess we don't have enough trains to do that right now. Looks like all of our fluid trains and aggregate trains might be busy. Doesn't look like it. Looks like they have... Oh, minimum wagon size is 2. And we can't send out 1 wagon if we set the minimum wagon size to 2. That makes sense. So we'll buy another cargo wagon. And then the steel exports will happen. And this time you only run once. Customs house. Train distribution office back to depot. And as soon as the delivery of the new car is made, then the export should happen because it was set up correctly as far as I'm concerned. And if we sell 1 million ruble worth of steel to the west, that might be 50-60,000, I don't know. Yeah, you see, the car cost 180,000 rubles and is only worth 7,000 US dollars. But steel might be worth a bit more, who knows. Guess we'll find out right away, as soon as the car gets delivered. And picks up the steel, that is. There we go. Once you leave, the other train should drive out as well. And then we have to see how much we get for 158 tons of steel in US currency. I could do the math, but it's not that urgent. Let's buy more cars. The roads haven't been built yet on these. Why don't you have a path to these? You can't drive in here from this side, but isn't it possible to drive in there from up here? Personal cars. Do a left-hand turn, drive in here. Or did I put down a one-way road somewhere that blocks you? No? That one. Now you can access it. There we go. Oh, we still have a construction train up here, waiting for a rather long time for me to do something. Well, the steel export train should be here any moment. It is a long trip. There's this whole industrial area that we built up. Gravel processing to the right, ore processing straight ahead, and steel mill to the left. Let's see how much we get. It's not bad. 150,000 it looks like. A little bit less, but... yeah, we'll keep exporting that to the west, that's fine. It's gonna be worth a little bit more than gravel, that's for sure. How much money can we take out in loan? 5.6 million. If we have 3 times the amount, we could take out a full loan to get rid of the penalty repayment rates. Only have 3 loans left. We still got them on really nice interest rates, so the penalty payment is actually not that high. Okay, we might have to decrease the speed that vehicles travel here. Let's do 50. And then cancel restrictions here. Same thing over here. 50 sign. We'll be able to export a bunch of steel to the west, so repayment of the western loan is going to speed up a bit. I hope they change the message system at some point. Always changes the icon and where you click. It sometimes is a little bit annoying. Okay. Now we have trains waiting here for the resources to export. And that means one export train can park here, but the second one should wait in the platform. I don't know if they get here before we fill up the train. They might. Two export trains arriving at close to the same time. Two import trains seem to be dealing with it well enough, so we don't have a shortage of oil. Need more workers, more money. 23,000 people, 17,000 workers. Not all of them living in our areas, of course, but the construction vehicles. Drive through here, come on, stop causing traffic issues. Is a right-of-way road again, and turn this one. I guess we don't have electricity yet here for traffic lights, so that's slightly unfortunate. Yeah, we need electricity. Don't think I have any more connections available either. Not gonna make the same mistake again of hooking up to the electric railway connection, but yeah, that's our last power line for right now. Some of these parking lots do not have electricity. They don't seem to abide by the 30 speed zone that has been set out here. They seem to be driving way faster. Yeah, they're accelerating to maximum speed. I guess so are those. Maybe if I set the entrance speed here, maybe it works. Maybe it propagates through the parking lots. Seems like it might. Oh yeah, there we go. Now it's working. That's nice. That's how it should be. It's a lot of traffic. "55 workers in parallel on the steel mill. Construction train has reached one lane here. The other one needs to be constructed as well, plus our switch arrangement. So I need to get the rail construction office to finish that. And then they can build the rest. Won't build starting from here. We'll try from here and send the trains back as needed manually. This might be too many cars on one road. I don't know if we can merge them together with less traffic issues, because they're already pretty condensed when they get out of here. Maybe if I make this a one-way road completely, maybe they can figure things out. Now that everything seems to have been set up quite well. Could still be issues with, for example, oh, we won't have any access anymore for construction vehicles. That's a thing. We'll give them temporary access through here. I still think it's a bad idea, merging them all together into a two-lane road, two-lane one-way road. They will have issues combining with other other traffic. Maybe not. Maybe this works better. Let's see. We'll take out the speed limitation. Oh right, I got rid of the speed limitation once I hooked up the dirt road, so I can't revert that right now. Maybe that'll be fine without the speed limitation. I don't think so. I think there's still going to be issues. But we'll see. We'll try without for now. Can always put them back later. There's a lot of cars now trying to get out of here this way, which they shouldn't. But I didn't put in a gravel road, so I can't put in any road signs. Alright. This is getting quite ridiculous. There we go. That should solve it. Yeah, they're trying to merge into a single lane before entering this road, which slows them down significantly. I would like them to sort this out. This is not okay. They should sort out a single lane here, and then if there's free space, they can all accelerate as fast as possible onto this road. Or they can do crazy overtakes. And 10 car owners now. So we have less than a third of car owners in these buildings. That tells you how many parking lots we would need to fill this up completely. Way too many. Construction train, and I guess I want the rail construction office. Sign that one. So that should be probably 2 more construction tasks, and then this one is 1. And after that, we can have passenger trains if we want them. That's a lot of steel. Looks like we're doing continuous exports of steel to the west now, so I probably have to buy another train for the fluid distribution office. Only costs $1 million, it's fine. And yeah, here you see the example of what I was talking about. So we have our 2 export trains and then a 3rd export train neatly waiting in the parking area and not blocking this route thanks to the chain signals. So the import trains can continue running through, and the same would happen for import trains if we had 3 of them. 2 could wait here, and then the third one could wait on the platform. So right now, 1 oil refinery is not enough anymore, we need a second one. No, we just need to dump more workers in here, basically. I guess I'll set up the train station again to accept workers from Pardonin. When I removed that, we lost about 100 workers or so. So let's see. Everyone in here? I think that should be all of the facilities needed, unless I missed something. And then the tram stop. If there's nothing else, go to the tram stop, but before that... Actually, no, don't go to the tram stop. If there's nothing else, go to the train platform, and if you can't do anything from there... Yeah, there's nothing. So we might be able to pick you up with a train. There's not a lot of trains running, but maybe you'll get picked up by one. Case in point. Some extra workers for the refinery. And we could have a line carrying people to the steel mill, and I think I'll do that. Yes, the parking lot idea works. Yes, it's probably doable to get enough parking lots here to fit all of them into cars, but I don't think that's in my mental capacity right now. We'll get our fast train set again. Probably only 2 to start out with. I guess I could also get larger ones. We do expect a fair amount of workers in this area. Now I'll go for the fastest ones again. So the general functionality of the building is provided by people driving here by car, but we can see how trains and trams and everything do play a better role. Even buses would be better. But cars are very versatile. They can keep a lot of facilities running at the same time without having a lot of traffic routes. We're out of coal and iron ore. Trains are getting here, supposedly. Let's see if they're stuck or something. I did get a few stuck messages, but no, it's not the case. They're running fine. Construction train, finished the short segment over here. And the other one, I think it probably needs another construction task after that. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Traffic speed 50 is in place. I need a traffic light here. We'll make 2 phases. There could be no cars coming out of the one road right now, and ever. Those are intended to be one-way roads, but I still want the traffic light here to bunch up the vehicles on this intersection to allow those to leave. And I don't want it on this intersection because there might be no cars on this road. So if that one is green, there might be no cars there, and then these ones could still freely leave. Strange design, I guess, but it works. Also put a speed limit here. I didn't expect to be using speed limits and traffic signs that much, but I guess the personal vehicles really benefit from those. You can manage traffic that way in some interesting ways. Trains might have arrived. Not yet. Okay. Well, they should... I guess they might still be stuck at the customs house. We do have that issue sometimes because there's a lot of traffic on the customs house and then they don't drive out. And you have to manually send them. And that works. $1,900 people, workers I mean, living here. 2,900 people in general. So that's 2,000 plus 4,500 plus another 300, so 2,000 plus, let's say 5,000, so 7,000-ish. We have a 17,200 workers, with 10,800 being unemployed. 6,600 fully employed workers. These train lines work way better than in my earlier games. Even if there are issues, they can be resolved. Since we don't have a lot of tiny intersections very close to each other. Of course, there's always room for improvement. But also the design I like much better. Like this 6-lane, this 6, is it lanes? 6-track wide abomination through here is, I think it's great. This annoys me greatly that I didn't make this a little bit wider corners, but I guess it is what it is, and it works. Still haven't arrived here. Did I send them to the wrong one? Shouldn't have. train set. Heading to depot, gravel processing train stop. So you're one of the trains. Alright. Okay, well, we're gonna pick up passengers, educated workers. And we're gonna drop them here. And then you're gonna go through the end station for line spacing. Always refueling yourself, etc. And we'll drop that on both trains. And we'll send you out. Right. Still have the issue of no fuel in that direction. Steel mill train. Let's go to the end station first. Let's go. I have to send the train back to the depot. Okay. Railway end station, does it work? No. Thought it would work. Oh, when I start you, you go to the wrong platform. Alright, then I'll set up the route differently for now. Just to get you started. End station. Train platform, and end station, and we'll remove the other end station once you get running. Steel mill workers. And now you should be driving out the other side. And that means we can remove the end station from this design. Why is there so many trams stuck here? Oh, because of the personal vehicles, I guess. Still need the mechanical component production. That would accept a bunch more workers. So many unemployed people here. Oh yes, you're only going to the tram stop. Well, I will cancel that again. We do have enough people. That's why you had a lot of unemployment. So all of the people with cars did not actually use their cars, which they now can. These roads have been constructed. I hate you. Sold. There we go. Right. Snapping point. Guess I can't do that because one-way road. No, there we go. Can't do this because there's still lots and lots more parking lots planned, really. So we should see an increase in workforce now because the trains might bring some. And because we just freed up a bunch of, like 110 cars to allow them to drive wherever they want again. Now that we have people living in walking distance of the shopping center, the hospital, etc., we don't have to worry about people requiring the tram to go there to actually start working. People are already living there to work, so it's gonna be fine. Still getting messages about gravel traffic jams. Guess we'll turn that away from being a one-way road again, because that is not working. I might need the whole traffic light on that road again. Or I just slow them down even more. 30. Earlier. There should be barely any vehicles driving through here, so... But they should still have the right of way, because if I just let those drive out of there, then these cars will never get to go through that intersection. And yes, I think I need the traffic light solution. Might still work. There's a lot of vehicles in one spot. Okay, it resolved itself. We will not be able to fill up this parking lot area unless I build a ridiculous amount of, like 3 times the amount of parking lots on the residential side. It's just too much. In theory, it does work. You need to have one building surrounded in a huge patch of asphalt, aka parking lot, and then they should be able to drive. But having multiple buildings next to each other and trying to surround that with parking lots, good luck. That's like... Yeah, we did the math on how many parking lots you need, and it's too much. Now that I freed up the other building, there's more cars trying to leave this area. They're driving really crazy. They're overtaking from here into this area. I'm not sure why they're doing that, but it looks ridiculous. Maybe they're treating them as parked cars or something, I don't know. If I want a traffic light here, I need electricity, and I also need a side road that is asphalt. So I basically can turn this one into a traffic light, I guess. Turn this into a 20 interval. There's no electricity here. Oh well, then we can't do that. How would I improve the exit here? It's like a continuous traffic jam because... Oh, maybe not. Overtake and roadblock again. Yeah, there. Okay, no overtaking. How about no overtaking? Didn't expect that, did you? Now you have to drive like sensible folk here. Okay, that might be a viable solution. Don't dare doing overtaking in this area now. Saw you. I saw you. How much criminality do you have? 0. I doubt it. I watched you stop overtaking. There's no overtaking zone here. It's like a dash cam video now. You have the no overtaking sign. Of course you have vehicles going for an overtake. Crazy. The no overtaking sign doesn't do anything. They just say, oh, no overtaking. Let me show you how it's done. Maybe it's just that these ones were already on the road and don't know about the traffic sign yet. Like that car. Adjusted an overtake from here all the way through here. Too much traffic. This is too many parking lots. Maybe we do need the tunnel again. Merge the tunnel in here, remove one segment of the parking lots, and only deal with the upper one, but reroute the traffic up here, and then have another road routing up here, out of here. I don't know. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we put back this road, but only connect the lower exit lanes to it. So basically this one, and then this one. Cut off the access to these parking lots from here, put the tunnel back, and give these a dedicated entrance. I might have to split up the parking lot area again, because the exit lanes are too overwhelmed. I mean, we don't have that many parking lots elsewhere. Even in Pardonin, in Rovoduma, we don't have that many parking lots really. And they're all hooked up to one exit lane. Relatively small parking lot area. So 2 import trains and 3 export trains, and nothing is stuck anymore. Everything is running. How's the steel mill doing? We're keeping up with exports. We're bringing more people to work in here. Should be quite the good money to repay our loan. Total amount owed $0. Sure. But we do have to still repay 16 million. The interest rate on the western side is 28%, so slightly higher than that on the eastern side. Just a little bit. They don't trust us that much anymore. So I'm not going to take out 7 million US currency in loan right now. We can't keep up with the exports. But we also don't have enough resources to actually make more steel. So I need another import train for coal ore. I worry though about the customs house being overworked. Was it only coal ore or also iron ore? I think only coal. I don't know why you're complaining about train stops not being suitable. It's literally the same train route. Just pick up the cars. So we'll make another coal ore import train. I think gas was, I think iron was still fine. Just didn't have enough coal ore. Oh, iron ore is also affected. Okay, then we also need more iron ore. Coal ore is worse though. But yeah, I'll get a second one for iron ore as well. Since we're not exporting any of this steel to the east, it's basically currently not helping us repay the loans. But those loans are being repaid by themselves, just waiting, I guess. Okay, I'm back to 3 pages of loans. A bunch of them are going to run out soon. Where's the other train? There, nope. There it is. $33 million, that's fine. Alright. Coal import. Why does that not work? Do I need to click on you while you're outside? Yes. Alright. And then one more iron import, I guess. I definitely need 2 loans for that. Okay. While the train is outside, we'll assign it to the correct line already. Iron ore import. Okay, can't do that yet because it doesn't have any containers. Maybe I should export steel to the east to repay the loan first. So I don't have to keep taking out new ones. But I mean the loan is not that problematic on the eastern side, because just waiting makes the value of the loan less and less. Like I'm almost back to a third of the maximum of money I can borrow, just from not doing anything basically. Paying back the loan, occasionally taking out a few new loans, but the money that I still owe is not the same amount that it was when I took out the loan initially, because of the inflation. A steel export train on the way. Yeah, that export train is kind of busy. You to run once more, get the other wagons. I don't know why the line selection doesn't work that way. Oh, okay, that works if I open the line first. Weird. I guess. How much is the tunnel boring machine worth now? 3 million. And if I buy it new? 4.2. I guess I don't need it right now, so if I have to take out another loan, I would just sell it, I guess. More iron ore, please. Don't tell me about the gravel traffic jams, thank you. We're still doing gravel export, right? We have a lot more cars now, that means we probably have a lot more workers in here. Nope, still just 5. Here's our gravel export train. Full load of gravel. The facility's almost full again though. I mean, we have 6 workers and already at 50% productivity, so we don't need a full complement. I want to upgrade this road to gravel. Thank you. Maybe even asphalt. But gravel for now. Same with the concrete and asphalt plant road. I'll get those upgraded. Don't need any concrete right now. Okay, we're going through the resources really quickly now. Turning on the second coal ore processing plant won't help. We're still lacking iron ore and coal ore. So this facility is turning into a second oil refinery in regards to how many resources we need to keep it running. Making our own resources would probably be way better, because then we don't need that many imports. Could probably also conveyor belt them from the mines all the way across here. With iron ore, yes. With coal ore, probably have to go through here and through there and hope that this connects somehow. Iron ore is definitely easy to hook up. Coal ore, I don't know. If we were importing from the west, then the traffic route would definitely be way shorter. And by traffic route, I mean train route. The distance of travel. So the oil refinery is continuing to work for us. Lots of workers. Sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on how the metro lines is working and picking up people. These buildings are all fully occupied. Pollution is not a significant issue, because it's not winter right now. Power plant just keeps running because it's now connected to the metro line, so the residential area here is obsolete. Except for the small heat exchanger, which provides heating to our police station and fire station. So Robiduma just keeps making us money now. At least paying back our loans, I guess. 1.3 million rubles per month in repayment. That's a lot of loans. I guess I'll start repaying some of them. Those that should be going away by themselves relatively soon. Heat exchanger. Oh, that one. Behind the TV station. Got it. Okay. Let that run for a bit until we have some extra money to repay some more loans. I guess we could swap over to even less interest rate, but you still have to pay the full interest even if you repay it earlier, as far as I know. no workers. That makes sense. Need more coal. Yeah, if you have a large amount of people, mining is probably better than trains. Maybe ships would still work. Maybe ships would still work with iron and coal or import. But if I start with ships again, I would do bad things, I think. So probably don't do that. Maybe I can lay the coal ore line over the existing one here. Yes. And then the train line is in the way. What we need if that works, but doesn't like it because of the other conveyor. Once we have the conveyor, I guess I can use the merging conveyor to get some better rotation. Yeah, that seems pretty useful. Now we have more options to potentially connect it to, but it's still not going to be working. We might be able to do it if we remove the asphalt road, which isn't strictly necessary for this area. Firefighting is happening with helicopters. The other thing that I probably should have seen is that I might be able to just route them to the left instead of the right. I'm not sure if it'll let me put the conveyor belt across here. It should, but it doesn't want me to. Maybe if we took down the conveyor again and then placed it down before building both of them at the same time. I guess I could try. It's not like we're low on steel or anything. Sure. Let's try the other conveyor belt first though. Yeah, that should theoretically work, so we're gonna try. Let's disconnect both of them. Oh, me fiddling with the unloading platform area has caused fire, it looks like. That one works. That one does not. I hope you can extinguish that by yourself. It's in my way. Why does that not work? That clearly has enough room. Well, the trains can't do anything right now anyway, so... If that building burns down, it's gonna be annoying. Can we send out a second helicopter, maybe? You wanna help? Maybe? Not sure I can fit a road through here. Nope. Okay, second helicopter is now helping. Finally. Me messing with this stuff could also lead to a huge traffic jam on the customs house because they have nowhere to go, so I'll hook up these again and let them build that up and think about something else, because I think they're now stuck in the customs house. Well, they're stuck in there because they don't have any money, so there's also that. Okay, now they're sending 4 helicopters because the fire has continued to accelerate because they didn't send enough vehicles to fight it. And also there were more fires than that one. But at least we should now be able to hopefully put it out. Yeah, I'm not sure about the coal connection here. The other route would be through here for the coal ore. Finally, the fire is out. Let's see. Any connection here? No. Can't go over there. I guess, no wait, me messing with the conveyors will not cause them to not travel here. They will just wait inside the unloading platform. So I can just continue messing with this stuff. So it's fine. We won't be making any more steel, but that's also okay. Theoretically I only need 1 conveyor here for both unloading platforms, I think. Oh, I have an idea. We use the merging conveyor to take it out. And then we can merge other connections into it. isn't that easy. And that way we can just merge our own production into there if we wanted. Or a separate unloading line, or anything really. And yeah, the trains will now have to wait until those buildings get built. But they're not blocking the customs house at least. Maybe this isn't correct yet either. I mean, the concept, yes, but it doesn't allow me to hook anything up to it the way I want it to. I got deceived by the conveyor belt going to the right, but it's not easy to hook anything else up. Okay, that'll work. It gives us 2 connections out here that we can work with. So we have 1 conveyor on that end. The road is currently in the way. Yeah, we should be able to get something to work with these. Have to fiddle with that at some other time and at some other point, but at least we'll have the option to feed in more resources. Maybe we'll have our own mine. Doubtful, but who knows. That's not how this is supposed to work. Chain signal. That train went into there too early. And you're trying to drive in there, so you're not going into here yet, which is fine. But you should reverse and hopefully have enough room to pick a different lane. Or at least wait if you want the same lane. Yeah, it was just checking if this small block is free and said, oh, it's free, I can just go in there. But now they're parking correctly. Need to hook up the constructions again. I think this is okay. Yeah, next time. No, this is not okay. This is not okay at all. Now that I think about it again. If I... Oh no, actually it is. It wouldn't be okay if this was an import route that we are using with distribution offices, but because we're just dumping as many resources into it as possible, it doesn't matter. We can have engine conveyor engine transfers in between. Just for the export, it would be problematic if it wasn't directly hooked up. So this is not very neat, but it should work. Unemployment down to 16 workers, 24 workers. Seems okay. Traffic is still horrendous. I will have to make changes here. It will have to happen. I want to maybe help with the traffic. They're overtaking again. Those bastards, they're causing their own traffic jams. It's ridiculous. Stop overtaking. There's a no overtaking sign here. Why are they driving so crazy here? I don't know. But anyway, I will have to take a break. This is too much for this area in the way it is designed right now. So we'll have to work on it. The steel mill is operational. We are working on repaying our loans. The US-based loan is slowly going down. With the steel that is slightly sped up. So we're not just using gravel anymore. And at some point we could also send an oil train or two to the west. And by oil I mean fuel and bitumen. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good start to your week. And as always, maybe I'll see you next time.